Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I got some fucking music for you to listen to. All right? Put your fucking ears on and pay attention. First song I have for you is by James Blake. There are a trillion and one things I could recommend by this genius. In particular, the entirety of his self titled LP, James Blake. If you haven't listened to that front to back, stop the video and do that immediately. It's one of my favorite albums of all time. But the song I'm going to recommend to you is My Willing Heart from his 2016 album, The Color in Anything. This song kind of encapsulates everything that I love about James Blake. His extraordinary and unique voice that sounds like you're listening to a running faucet of soul just pouring out into the sink of your heart. And it also showcases his amazingly unconventional songwriting. This piece moves between sections in a way that is surprising and unexpected, but somehow, as always, he manages to make it feel perfectly reasonable and organic. And whenever he slips into these different chord structures, you're just taken and swept into it with him because he's somehow just managed to make it feel normal, and it is so emotionally gratifying. There's this particular thing where he moves from the main section of the song into what I guess you could call the chorus, but he just sort of repeats this little glitch bit of a mantra, this every now and then he cuts the piano and the beat to make it sound like he's just cut and looped and repeating this little phrase, but man, it just feels so good and fuck, it's just everything that's right with music, and I just can't recommend it enough. My Willing Heart, check it out. Next song, a dope little slice of soul funk for you. This is Celestial Blue by Andy Bay off of his 1973 album Experience and Judgment. Man, the fucking slap bass in this thing, this it sounds like the bassist is literally pulling the string and just letting it go. Andy Bay's voice is also something that's a real pleasure to listen to. He has a wonderful command of his range and just pushes his voice up into the stratosphere and has this really lovely, confident vibrato. The whole thing is just a well-composed, tightly realized piece of soul funk. Not much else I need to say about it. It's good shit. Hope you enjoy it. Next song is by Fote, an electronic producer, composer out of New York. This song is called Off Piste, and it's from his 2017 album Oneism or Onism. I don't know. You decide. I really like this whole album. Fote has a really interesting and strange ear for sound work. He incorporates a lot of organic material into his electronic soundscapes, sounds that you wouldn't normally expect to find in these kind of electronic compositions, but they work super, super well. Off Piste is a really wonderful cut off this album, particularly because of the groove he's able to get into with this beat. He has the kick of the one count start before the one count of the beat, so you sort of get janked into the start of each measure. It's also worth listening to for the really wonderful synth pads that I'm assuming he's designed and employed here. They're just big and round and pushing through the middle of the mix, and they really carry the song out and complement the percussion wonderfully. All right, the last song I'm going to recommend to you is Cherry by J.J. Cale off of his 1976 album troubadour. This song for me is the perfect intersection of sweetness and sex. When J.J. Cale comes in with his little cherry and the sound opens up and the bongos are in there, oh boy, it's good. It's like a sweet, soft pillow of musical just divinity. Another thing I'd like to point out about this track is that it's really, really well mixed. There are just a few components, really, but boy, do they all come through in a way that feels warm and present and forward. And I can't commend the engineers enough for their mixing job here. This is a good one to leave you with. It's not one I want to say too much about. It's just really nice to listen to, and I don't know why, but I just want to get my fuck on when I listen to this thing. Just my sweet little fuck on. Anyway, that's going to do it for the songs this week. I hope you enjoy what I've shared with you. As always, I'm trying to provide you with a variety of things to feast your ears on in the hopes that there's something in here that you'll take to, and I hope you do. If not, I'm sorry. Stay tuned, and hopefully you'll find something you like next week. Please leave your comments down below. I'd love to shoot the shit with you down there. Always enjoy seeing you guys there. Always enjoy pooping on it with you all. I hope you have a lovely, lovely weekend. I'm going to try to do the same, and I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye.